Most business owners I've met have had the experience of a cash crunch that has kept them up for many a night. If you're a business owner and you never had that problem, consider yourself blessed. The truth is, as business owners, almost all of us have had a time or two where we've had a cash crunch and been unable to pay the bills or pay the bank or make payroll. So the first thing to say here is that well-known observation: revenue is vanity, profit is sanity, but cash is reality. What that means is that we often get caught up in thinking about sales, and sales are the lifeblood of a business. And if we don't have sales, nothing's going to happen. But it is possible for a business to be continually profitable and yet at the same time be running out of cash. So let me give you 5 most common causes of cash flow problems. Number 1 is poor collections. You could be making lots of sales, selling at the right price, but your clients aren't paying you on time. They could be paying 30, 60, 90 days late, and that produces a thing called a cash gap, where you're in a sense financing your clients, and as a result your payroll, your inventory and all of those things that need to be paid are under pressure. And that's keeping you up at night because your clients aren't paying you fast enough. There are some things you can do to accelerate billing. Can you send out your invoices sooner? Some people don't send out their bills until the end of the month, and 30 days have gone by before they're sending out a bill. Well, why not send out weekly or send out bills twice a month and get some cash flow happening that way? What are you doing to systemize your accounts receivable system? How are you going to shorten the time that it takes for you to collect on outstanding bills? Can you change your terms? Can you incentivize people to pay more readily? Number 2, not pricing your items high enough. So you're getting sales, it's a competitive environment, but you may feel you have to compete with China and other price conscious markets. But the fact is that if you're selling and not making enough money to cover your overheads, then of course you are going to have a cash crunch. So sometimes businesses sacrifice getting gross margin for the sake of getting sales and aren't attuned enough to the gross margin requirements in their business. Number 3, not accurately forecasting upcoming expenses. Do you in your business have a regular 12 or 13 week cash forecast that helps you plan for your next 3 months cash inputs and cash outputs? Do you know where the crunch points are going to be in the upcoming weeks and months? Just getting that information alone can help a lot and avoid the crunches. Anticipating where the sleepless nights are going to be and taking steps earlier to avoid what might be causing it. Number 4, growing too fast. The fact is, growth sucks cash. This happens when you are financing stock and financing payroll at a rate that is exploding faster than your ability to recover the cash. So one of the things that you do want to have in your business is a regular measure of your cash conversion cycle, meaning do you know how long it takes to convert the money you invest in inventory and equipment and in payroll, and how quickly you can convert that back to getting cash from your clients. So as a standard practice, do you have a way of tracking your cash conversion cycle? Or put it another way, do you know what your cash gap is? Do you know what the gap is between paying out and getting the money back? And number 5, poor inventory management. Is the amount of inventory that you have appropriate for the level of sales that you have? Do you take regular inventory? Do you measure the productivity of the inventory relative to your rate of sales? And what are you doing to clear out stale inventory? So the bottom line is there are a bunch of strategies, things you can do to improve your cash position, improve your cash conversion cycle, and better plan your cash flow. And in fact, reduce the number of sleepless nights you have. Wondering if you're going to make payroll isn't a normal way to operate. There are ways to manage it better to avoid it altogether. If you have any questions on this, book a complimentary 15-minute call with me at timewithshane.com. In those 15 minutes, we'll find out if you are good to go on your own or if you could use some help. I'm Shane Spears of Summit Scale. See you next time.